And once again, you are looking live at the Royale with Cheese Arena, the site of many great esports feats in the past and surely more in the future. But now we are looking at three big games, I believe, by I don't know how many big teams. There'll probably be some overlap in that. One of these games is a makeup game, and I'm actually not sure who's playing in that one, nor really any of them. But I've got a list here, so we've got a cheat sheet if necessary. But what's important is that there will be esports, there will be cyber athleticism, and then we are part of it tonight, and so are you. And we are very happy to have you here with us tonight as the Lewis League Season 3 continues its season. And this is week 4 of, I'm not sure how many weeks actually it's going, but it's a rather short season. They want to get one in pretty quickly here, and we're just kind of hoping to get some good participation, which they did. They got 5 teams this time, as opposed to 4 the last 2 Lewis leagues. So that makes them stronger by definition. And so we start to see the teams coming in, and some of these guys are from Philadelphia. I do recognize that team, and I believe that's Albany with Meat and Kiwi. And so presumably we'll be looking at Philadelphia to start out with versus Albany. So mystery solved on the first game of tonight. And you just never know. That's part of the fun. I'm Winners with One. I'm here to bring you all the action and to bring you these lineups. In red, it will be Albany, Meat, Range for Harry, BGP, Kiwi, and Nargila. And in Philadelphia, we are awaiting their lineups. It's Loriax, Kafnan, Tony Flo, and a couple other people. They may want to do something interesting with the line. We may see somebody we may not expect. One never knows in the Lewis League. But this was a rescheduled game from previously, and so it's all kind of spur of the moment. Okay, and Dial says Lewis is setting up his stream. Probably for the other game. As we've got 3 of them scheduled here on this Capital One server. And Albany appears to be ready. Maybe, no. Appears the problems exist between the player and the computers. So we're possibly okay. We're okay to go. Are we okay to go? We don't know. Yes, it looks like we are. The lineups to complete them out, Lewis, Friend, and Hey Bert are going to complete the lineup for Philadelphia tonight. They will be in blue for this game that is about to start right now on this channel. For the millions and millions watching, maybe not now, but yeah, your kids are gonna love it. Your kids' kids are gonna love it. Maybe. But anybody watching is sure to enjoy as the opening draw takes place. And now we begin this game between Albany and Philadelphia. 2 very good teams. And so I don't believe we've seen them play each other in this season. If we have, it's been a few weeks, and a lot happens with a team to get better over time, and Nargila showing a little bit of that with a very nice save here at the beginning of the game. Long shot, Kiwi. Actually got a redirect range for Harry on the assist, because that looked like a routine shot coming in, but the tip lit it in a different direction. And just enough to fool the goaltender. Now try to fool him twice. No, Nargila with the stop. And now they will take it down to Kiwi. He's going to be looking for meat. Their prolific scorer for their team. Now Dial with it. Weaves his way through traffic. Wide open shot. Goal! It goes in. As Nargila makes the initial stop, but just the momentum carries it through. And so we are tied at 1. Yeah, we talk about that a lot, the shortcomings of the game for goaltenders, and you can't just glove it, wait for the whistle. I mean, it's always in play, and when you stop one, you can't just kind of fall on it and make sure it doesn't go over the line. It's a live puck, so you put enough gravy behind one, and wow, good things are almost certain to happen unless you get the goal stick on a really sweet spot. And that is a difficult thing to do. We're in the first period still. We're about halfway through it. And now Meat and Kiwi working the two-man game here as he tries to shake off the defense and does not. Kiwi will grab it back and they will rotate around. And will he try to send this one? Yes, across to BG. He'll have to go back for this and just goes in and sends it in. Maybe back to him now at the point. Dial will pick it loose, but only briefly as the Albany defense takes control and tries to regain possession and does at center ice. Here's Kiwi to Meat. Off the wall, range for Harry. A long drive. Too many people in front. And that does not go through. So BG, he'll just shovel this through. And now the long pass to Lorex right on, and an easy goal, or it looks easy from here. As Tony Flo, one of the great passers of hockey question mark, managed to wheel and deal and get one to Dial, and then Dial just getting all dangly there. 2-1 is how it stands with a minute remaining here in the first. Philadelphia with the lead. Lewis Friend now playing the puck along. And Albany will try to start the rush here. Now look for that long pass to Meat. As we've seen that working a lot lately with these teams, but they try it a lot, so it's got to work sometimes, right? But if you gets the defense out of position, you can make stuff happen. And sometimes, even if they're in position, you can sneak one through. They tried to do that there. The Albany attack. Kiwi now, and Lewis Friend with the stop. 10 seconds. Will they have time? At center ice, puck is loose, and that will do it. for the first period. Good stuff so far. A very solid Albany team. Very much looking on paper like they're in the driver's seat for this league. And then not so fast. Here comes Philadelphia with all-star lineup from days gone by, and they are looking pretty good in this second period of this game. As we start to open things up, as Tony Flo gets it out to Haybert, BG will hold it in. And yeah, both teams capable of scoring and scoring quickly. So we get accustomed to that. Here is Tony Flo back from a hiatus from the game. And the community over to Haybert. Looks at he's not lost a step. Looks just like he did all those many seasons ago. Those of you who remember who you were back in the days of yesteryear. And Dial. Haybert gets it across the Dial, and again, Dial doing some business right in the front. And they're partying in the back. It's 3-1. Here's score as Philadelphia extends their lead. And Albany will prepare to try to mount some kind of response here as you fool around with it in the neutral zone. And looking for an open opportunity as they've got guys down low. We're looking to make that pass. But they will begin in a more traditional way from the back here as we're halfway through the second. Oh, and whacking away. This puck is stolen, and now he'll get it down to Kiwi, and Captain with the poke check got that away. And he'll try again. Oh, and that went off. It looked like the crossbar there. But this one will go in range for Harry. Well, shoot and score. The assist from Kiwi. And, yeah, it was a 44-mile-an-hour shot off the stick, it tells us. And so here is another opportunity. Through the triple team, Meat scores! Oh my goodness, just threaded his way through that and tied this thing up. Kiwi on the assist. We are tied at 3. What an intriguing game underneath us here, as still in the second period, this one is all even. And a crazy puck somewhere in the arena finally lands. We've got a minute and a half remaining here in the second period. And this one just dumped loose. It appears Lewis will stay at home, and Philadelphia will start from the back here as we see Dial with it. It is knocked away. Lewis grabs it. And we're now under a minute. So look on the wing here. Hey, Bert was trying to break on that. But it'll instead go back the other way. Here is Kiwi from behind the net. Trying to work it out of there. And we go to the 20-second mark. And just banged one across. And effective enough. It's a pass. It works. And there it is. 13 seconds. And puck's still loose. So could be in a dangerous place. It does land behind the net, not in front. And so that's going to be it for the second period. Very important third period. In fact, the most important period of the hockey game. And a shot there does not go. Is circling around is Kiwi. You know, he took it all the way to the blue line to dish it back in on that. It's a semi-designed play, it looked like. And oh, this one somehow kept out by Nargila. There's some wizardry there. Kind of bobbled a little bit, especially on that second shot, but standing strong. Now back the other way. Here is Dial. And this one blocked. And that's going to land in the Philadelphia zone. Tony Flo now on the play to Dial. As he's got it at the blue line. And tries for the backhand again. Good defense by Albany. They've been stuffing these, but it's also leaving opportunities in front. And a couple they're not able to capitalize on, but very, very close. Generating opportunities on offense. And this one, 468 miles an hour. What a goal! Hey, Bert, the fastest goal in hockey ? History ever. Ever. A record that will probably not be topped for another week or two, right there. Oh, man. The physics of the game are as such that sometimes the puck gets trapped like between like two sticks, you know, like this. I can see you're seeing it here now. And it'll accelerate faster and hijinks ensue. And such as that one. That was a barn burner from Hey Bert, 4-3 now. Philadelphia with the lead. But for how long? Now Kiwi will take control of the puck. Shot goes across just wide on the backhander there. And now Dial will return serve. Tony Flo pushes it in. As it will be BG that comes away with this. And Albany trying to recover from that ridiculous shot. It's even funnier now because we have the speed indicator on that. I think that's Migo Meepo's work. Thank you, Migo. But yeah, before we could just only imagine how fast, but now no, it's I can tell you that's approaching speeds of 500 miles an hour right there, wherever the hell it's at. And maintaining momentum as it lands. It'll do this for a little bit. It's part of the fun of the game. I mean, that's unintended but entertaining physics. What a stop on Argila there. Takes us down to the 1 minute mark. And it becomes very important for Albany to get a goal here, and they've got a chance for it. And they do! Kiwi top shelf where Mama keeps the cookies, his second of the game. Is up on the rooftop like Santa Claus. He ties this thing up at 4, under a minute left to play. And I would say, well, now we got a game, but we already had a game, and what a game. But now we really, really, really got a game. So 38 seconds remaining in regulation now, and a nice chipped pass across an unshot. Big save! Lewis Friend. That was a huge stop. Keeps Philadelphia with the chance here to end it. 20 seconds remain, but Kiwi will gather up the puck. A long shot and almost a goal there. Oh, that had a chance. And so now Kiwi, and that one blocked by Lewis Friend. And so we will go to overtime. What a battle right there at the end. Oh, goodness. We've seen a little bit of everything. This is just one game. This is the first game. This is a rescheduled game. We weren't even supposed to. But what a game. My goodness. It's what's going to happen next? Here's a long shot. Lewis Friend will push this aside. Meat now grabs it back up, and this is shunned. And Argila will take it. So a little slow paced here as both teams trying to set up for something, anything. Maybe a counter attack. Maybe you just throw one at the net and it bounces back, and then you get the rebound, and that's what they're trying for here. Lewis Friend having none of it. Dial will take the puck. He takes the long shot and scores his 4th of the game. A mere 57.8 miles an hour, but enough to win for Philadelphia. We can't measure everything against the Haybert goal. It almost defies the laws of human physics, but cryptic sea physics, it does not. And so the result is 5-4, Philadelphia with a stunning win. Well. Okay, so as we await the next game, which should be quickly, because they had to wait a little bit. Okay, second game is Philadelphia versus Toronto. They are in red: Adobe, Minister, Dalf, Novastar, and Owl. And it appears that Philadelphia will keep essentially the same lineup for this second affair of the evening. Let's see who we got after this. I'll just figure it out now. So, let's see, what is today? Today's the 21st. Yes. So after this, it's a triple shot of Philadelphia. Oh snap, son! It's New Jersey versus Philadelphia after this. So, but right now it's Toronto versus Philadelphia. Okay, we've got it. Okay, great. Moving on. Again, thank you for being here for this amazing battle, such as it is. Okay. Okay, Philadelphia versus Toronto coming up for the opening faceoff. So this is game 2 of 3 tonight that we are bringing you, and already some big shots there from halfway to the point. And they're getting right to the point, and Nova Star is making stops, at least to the ones that are getting close enough to him. So Toronto, so far, a much better season than the last season. And I haven't looked at the standings, but we are in week 4, so it's still pretty much anybody's league, or it was. I think last week was the last time I checked. And oh, beautiful chance across. Adobe was there. And these guys are just setting up very nice plays right in the middle. And now we'll move across. And the shot is just brought up short. So Haybert comes away with it. It will be pushed down to Adobe again as Lewis Friend and Captain swap out in the net. And they will do so again as Lewis Friend comes out to play this puck straight on towards the net. That almost was a completed pass to Haybert, but there's a long drive, and that one does not go. Yeah, we're seeing that's coming back in style lately. You know, the long shots. We kind of quit seeing them as much. Not sure why. I think that was probably around the time that the game went to 5v5 instead of 4v4 in North America. So it was that extra person to play defense, and so it was less effective to take those longer shots. But not so much now. It's a pretty wide open game, and so, and especially with the no offsides this particular season. They played with offside last season, and so far I haven't seen a whole lot of difference in how the game is played, other than, yeah, it makes you a little more willing to just go ahead and rise and fire, just like that one, as it goes wide and picked up by Al, who will begin play for Toronto as he puts this one deep, hoping for somebody to pick it up. Adobe does to Dolph. as he tries to make a move across the middle. And now Al with the long shot. Adobe tips it in, and it's a goal. So 1-0. As yeah, that's never a bad strategy. Just if you're back there around the point, just put it through. If you got guys crashing the net, just shoot the puck, crash the net. It's not rocket surgery. I mean, it's the same shit that's worked for years. And if you do it well, it can be very effective, as we have seen very often in this game and this league. And oh man, that will do it for the first period. It's just shot across the bow there to take us into the second. So yeah, this game comes from a very oh, a save there by Nova Star. The community is a very strong one. It's a very independent one, and it has been a constant for a decade now. 10 years of hockey question mark. Some more than others, and many of them still here, and still there is Louis Friend who makes the stop on that. So somehow I got through. And across now, it will be Al that picks it up at center ice. And then again gathers it back up for Toronto. As a minute has elapsed in this middle period of the game. And again, that long pass is looking for Adobe there. Yeah, worth a chance. I mean, he's going to the net. Just let one loose. And they get one across the crease there, but not much further. And Minister now with the puck briefly, as they will dump it back down. Adobe working deep there. And so it will be up to Al again to play this from the back for Toronto, who currently are sitting with a 1-0 lead. Looking to change that. Here is Dial as he lines it up, makes the shot. It does not go. A little bit short. And a follow-up there. They try to tip that in. It does not go. So now back around comes Toronto. Nice pass across to Adobe. Again, they're setting up those long plays. You see them breaking straight to the middle as soon as they get the puck. And then they're putting it right on. They do so there. Minister does at the point. And rotating around. And oh, that Louis Friend. Now he managed to snag that one. Hell of a play from the goaltender. We were just saying you can't stop the puck, you can't swallow it up, but then he just kind of did that. So there we go. It's a game of surprises. Dalf now, and he makes the stop. And the rebound attempt goes wide, so Louis Friend having a pretty good night back there in the net. With 2 minutes remaining here. As Dial now will try to advance the puck, captain. And he will get his pass broken up. It is Nova to Dalf, another long distance, but the Philadelphia defense, with some back checking there, able to pick that up. Tony Flo now will fire it back in. We're a minute and a half left in the second period. Oh, and just tried to finesse one through. Sometimes you just never know when you send one in. They're having to play it up close. You never know. And so there, Nova Star with a very nice save. And it'll take it down to a minute remaining in the second. And settling this down for the shot, Nova will make the save once again with no impedance. He was able to see the shot in front of him. And so time ticks down further. Here comes Al for Toronto. At the point, shoots. And Alf now picking it up, throwing it to the middle, nobody home. And so they will try again, 17 seconds. As Philadelphia clearing out their zone and maybe attempting one more chance at this. They've got 7 seconds left in the period. And this one fired into the corner to end the second. We will head to the third. 1-0 your score. Toronto with the lead over Philadelphia. Pretty good game so far. Yeah, the fastest goal in hockey history. Yeah, so blistering speeds of 400 miles an hour, yeah. Maybe we can do a mode where all the shots are like that. Like NBA Jam or something. Then you'd have to have a glove. Definitely need a glove to swallow up the puck when you're firing it at nearly 500 miles an hour. Or however many kilometers that is. I don't know. 1,000. And so Nova Star getting into the play here. It appears that, Al was playing in net there, at least briefly. But Nova coming back in to make this save. And now a long shot coming right back at him. And he will easily make the stop. Now bouncing puck, trying to settle it down. Toronto looking to move it. Tony Flo will dump it to their zone. As they begin play here, now in the neutral zone. It will be Al. He's been good with the puck tonight. And he shoots and scores to make it 2-0. Yeah, he's been all over the place for Toronto. Making plays all over the rink. And that one, a crucial one, as a much needed goal tacked on to their lead. Will that be enough? And here's another one. That's not 500 miles an hour. That's more like about 80. Yes. We could just put a speedometer on the damn thing all the time. But yeah, that was an amazing moment. And they're like, wait, was that a shot? What? Like I'm casting tribes again. Everything's going so damn fast. Okay, so Philadelphia with a wide open chance there. Everybody brought themselves over to the other side of the net and does so again. And this one outside the framework does not go. So A few pretty good opportunities for Philadelphia falling by the wayside there as we go under 2 minutes remaining in the third period. They're down two, they've got to get two. Here's a shot, and it's one by Kapanen as Tony Flo will get the assist. Actually, I think he got the initial shot. That looked like another one of those deflected shots. So, I don't know. It's hard to read the game when it's coming at you at 500 miles an hour, right? But we do our best. So here is Adobe trying to do a little bit of dealing back there, but it is dumped in for Al to pick it up. He'll battle for this here. He'll grab it again and look for Adobe on the quick pass. Down to a minute left in the third. Another minute left for Philadelphia to try to even this up, and they do. Hey, Bert! Once again on the assist by Tony Flo. It is 2-2 Philadelphia. Bringing us some pretty entertaining hockey tonight, y'all. We got one overtime game already. And we can't say that this one will go into overtime because then it won't. Or, well, we don't want to jinx it if we do. But the fact remains we're in 30 seconds and there's a chance in the middle. And Louis Friend had to come out and be aggressive, be aggressive, to make that stop. And so it will be Toronto's chance with 14 seconds left in regulation time as the quick dish across. The shot. And Al will go wide with it. 3 seconds left. Will they have time? It looks like no. We will go to overtime. Yeah, the second one tonight. We promised you esports. Damn sure hold up that end of the bargain, if nothing else. These guys are going to come out here and play their ass off. It doesn't really matter. The fancy production, the thousands of viewers. No, you don't need all that. You just need some of the greatest cyber athletes in the world in their unsung glory. And hey, Bert! Will put the biscuit in the basket to win the game. His second goal of the game. Kapanen on the assist. 3-2. And Philadelphia. Put it in stone. They'll win the game tonight over Toronto. But wait. There's more. There's one more. They're going to play New Jersey next. Unless that one gets postponed too. But I do not think it will. I think they're going to go ahead and play that thing. So don't forget, if you missed any of the action tonight, which is most of the world, you can still catch it on the YouTube. It's called Video on Demand. It's some hot new shit that lets you time shift these games. It's like going back in time, frozen like the ice on the rink of the Royale with Cheese Arena, forever for you to watch right there on the fucking video. That's what it amounts to. And it's on YouTube. If you go to youtube.com, it's a site where they do videos. And you can type in IBN Casting, and that is where these archives are stored. In fact, you can watch this season. You can watch the Lewis League season 1 and 2. You can watch the history of the HQML. You can watch most of the history of the LHL. You can watch international shit from like other countries in the world. You know those exist. It's really wild. They're pretty good at this game too. So there's that, and so much more. IBN Casting is the destination on YouTube, in which this very game that we'll be covering next and both the other two games will be available as well. So we hope that you'll check it out. I mean, it's got to be important for historians of, you know, when history all goes to shit, which we expect sometime in the next couple of years or so, then we'll want to leave a record behind of what we did. And here's what we did: hockey question mark. And there's where you can find it at IBN Casting on YouTube. And here on Winners TV, we hope you'll follow us. We need more followers. You know, we're partnered, but we're like a test partner, they tell us. And I guess we're still being tested, you know, to whom much is given, you know, much is tested, or something like that. So, and that's about all I have to say about that. Oh, your lineups here. Oh, by the way, Philadelphia will be in red, so in blue, it's, wait, what? Okay, yeah, that's right, blue. It is New Jersey. They are shooting and scoring. There's Otto. There's one of them. And Lush on the assist. He's another player on their team. And there's Fizz, PK, and Rezzy rounding it out. And we'll see if they score some too. And that happened pretty quickly. We didn't even have time to get set up and do all the crazy graphics that show you know, like how many goals they had a year or two ago. But Dial getting it done with the banger on the one-timer from Kapanen. And that's just like it's drawn up on the board. Philadelphia will tie it up at 1. They've looked really good tonight. This is a team that we were hoping we'd get to see a lot of because, you know, sentimentally, some of these players, they're pretty well known, you know, among the community, and it's cool to see their return to form. And so we didn't know how many of their games we'd be covering. I mean, there's some teams that get covered more. I mean, it's just the weirdness of scheduling. But yeah, we got to see 3 games from them tonight, and 3 distinctively different opponents, and how they respond to them, and responding under duress early on, as Otto is one of those guys that scores a lot of goals. It's kind of like meat. But here's Lush. And he's pretty good too. The shot and save. Lewis Friend comes up bigly on that. As again, that we're talking about the ones with velocity, and then you're able to take down the speed of one in order to minimize its deadliness, and that's hard to do. And so Lewis Friend has been pretty successful at it tonight. And now they will break up the pass coming across. Tony Flo will try it again as Dial leaves it for Kapanen at the point. Shot coming through. It does not go. And hey, Bert waiting for it there. Fizz will move it around the boards to Otto. And we're just in the first period. There's so much that can happen in this one. And so Rezzy will chase this puck down. As Lush keeps it in. Received it at the point. And now that is Otto lifting one across. Just a wrist shot just for the hell of it, I think. And so now he's on the other end, picking it up and moving it. He'll probably go coast to coast with this. He gets past one. No, he moves it across. And now it's back over to him. It's like John Stockton to the mailman. They're kind of working that sort of the pick and roll here. But it is Dial's puck to play with back here. Hey, Bert gets it, but again, here's Otto. And he'll have a couple of those guys at his back as he has a little bit of advantage there, but they quickly cut the angles off and catch up. So now a tussle in the neutral zone. We're under a minute left to play. Pretty entertaining stuff so far. PK ladling one across the crease to a teammate. But that's going to be stolen. Tony Flo with plenty of opportunity, and PK will handle that one. That's another one of those coming at you with a little bit of speed and having to knock it down. But back the other way, it is Otto. And he carves his way through the Philadelphia defense, shoots and scores for his second goal of the game. And will that be it for the first period? Ooh, almost, as this shot goes a bit wide left. So there you have it. We will move to the second period. But yeah, good stuff tonight. This Philadelphia team certainly has a lot to build upon, and they're going to be a tough team to deal with in the playoffs. And New Jersey, we hadn't talked much about them, but I mean, this is a team with guys like Otto. That they can score goals. They should not be slept upon. As this one, and PK in the net, he has been tremendous as he's faced a barrage from Philadelphia. As he gets a little help there, the shot knocked down. Rezzy now to play it. Long pass, Otto. We'll redirect him across. And so now moving into the zone is Dial. Kapanen circling around. Hey, Bert, open shot, save PK. You can see the way he angled the blade there to just kind of make it go up and over. That's those physics we were talking about. So here we go. Once again, Otto with the puck, and he'll just methodically pick his way through the Philadelphia attack as he does. And now played in the corner, moved across, and that's landing in front. That had a chance if they could have got to it, but they did not. It is PK's puck to play. Now to Otto. And he will leave one for Lush. Now to Fizz. And they're circling around, just trying to get something going here. They've got some momentum on offense, but not generating the shots. And so it is Otto's puck once again. We're halfway through the second. 2-1. And a nice pass to Rezzy, and he'll do the rest. A shot and score. As Otto, he's been looking for teammates there because they're going to key on him. And so he's been trying to push those passes across, and he threads the needle on that one. And Rezzy, it's a very nice goal. 3-1. And now they're going to try again. There's Lewis Friend. Well, do a little bit of blade work himself there, yes. Yes, he also studied the blade. So plenty of time left for Philadelphia as they just got to get it going here as Dial's taking his time with it, just holding at the point, waiting for everybody to drift in. But now back on their heels, they will reload and Dial will end up with the puck at the face-off circle. It is Bert cycling this across. Was trying to get it to the slot. It did not go. And so Otto just, again, trying to work his way around people. He'll dish it down, leaves it. Resi to Otto. And he'll have to back all the way up and out of this play. As he gets through one defender, then another, gets the pass across to Resi, who carries it over the point. Oh, and he lines it up and gets it over to Fizz for the goal. He's going to try to pull it in there, but instead he just shoves it over to Fizz. And that's just solid play. This team from New Jersey, they're looking really good here. That's the kind of stuff you want to see. It's not just counting on Otto to win everything for them. Although he can, I mean, but it's nice to have more balance than that. So when you go up against a team like Philadelphia, which that they've done a really tremendous job of so far, can they hold on for the win with a 3-goal lead going into the third period? We'll find out. I mean, that's the great thing about esports. We'll find out. All the questions hypothetically one might ponder, the hot sports opinions. We will find out. The games will be played. And, these teams will be tested under fire. Here's Bert, shot save. PK under fire with a nice stop on this one. And now just trying to edge one through. And nothing doing. As Bert still circulating back there. Just a nuisance to them. As finally it is Kapanen who gets one to the middle, but it does not happen there. Now across the point in the other direction. Moving through. New Jersey was looking for it. Here's Lush. Well, they're setting up in on both sides of the rink here, but Dial with the steal. And over to Bert. PK's going to come out and get this one out of there. And now another chance. And PK wasting no time to just go ahead and just flick that loose. And so a whole lot of nonsense going on, and PK is there for it to make the stops. Down to 3 minutes remaining. And it's looking pretty good for this New Jersey team. Philadelphia, with it's been a long night of games. They lost one, they won one, and they're not done with this one. As Kapanen shoots and scores, 4-2 now is your score. With 2:44 remaining, is that doable? You betcha. You betcha it is. Especially with this team. Now, off the draw. Hey, Bert, at the point. And Lush will pick his pocket here. Captain circling back around to fire it in from the point. Does not go. And so before Dial can get to this, it is pushed down. Tony Flo will receive the puck briefly, but it's Otto. And there it is again from Otto. You can't leave him around anywhere that close to the net. But yeah, from a tough angle, he buries this one and makes it 5-2 as Philadelphia was showing signs of life there. No, as Otto makes it academic here as his 4th goal of the game. Resi, 3 assists. And we talk about our statements being made and so forth. This is certainly this is not a statement that we haven't heard before from Otto, but yeah, a excellent showing. And I don't know if a 4-goal deficit is, well, I wouldn't sit here and say it can't be done because I've seen it done. But the way this team in blue, this New Jersey team is playing, they came out strong tonight and established themselves from the beginning. But now, firing, and he was looking for, and this captain was trying to get a stick on that and redirect it. As I think Philadelphia set up a lot of stuff like that. There's some that may not be going in at this part of the season that they will have mastered that stuff by the end of the season. I have no doubt. Yeah. Otherwise, it's mostly just stunting, and why not? They're down by 4. 37 seconds left. And Fizz receiving this puck. Otto will chase it. But it's going to end up in the neutral zone. A steal here. And a chance once again for Otto. And he will make the most of it with his 5th goal of the game. And I believe there's a 6-goal mercy rule. I think that's the... but we're not going to get to that, I don't think. 12 seconds left. Needless to say, this won't be an overtime game like the other two. And Otto with his 6. Okay, there you have it. See, that's why I don't say that shit, y'all, because then it happens. And it's like, well, it's not going to be a mercy rule, but and there you have it, a mercy rule game. And so that was a whole lot of KS Auto, but put it in stone, it will be New Jersey with the win tonight in the 3rd of 3 games we are bringing you here on this channel. Don't forget to follow us at IBN Casting on YouTube. You can see a whole hell of a lot more of it. And don't forget to be here Thursday for more hockey question mark action between these great teams as the campaign continues of season 3. Yes, I had to think about it for a little bit. Yes, 3. And probably the end of the trilogy. We're gonna say the trilogy's ending. And so you're not going to want to miss that. And thank you once again for anybody who gives a shit about these casts. We appreciate it. I'm Winners with the One. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Good night.